So that pact that was passed today at the UN, with all the nations passing it. So you see the Digital Compact, a framework for collaboration on digital issues, including artificial intelligence, AI governance, data governance, and ensuring technology serve the common good. Really? And then part of the people on board with this is the enemies of the world, in my opinion, the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and other specialized agencies like the International Nurse Council, but I'll get to that, of the UN were involved in the pact's development and implementation. Civil society, millions of voices, and thousands of stakeholders from civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations, and social movements contributed to the pact's development and implementation. Private sector. The pact's Global Digital Compact aims to promote digital cooperation and AI governance, world governance. The UN's Pact for the Future and the International Nurse Council, the United Nations, has emphasized the importance of nurses in achieving global health goals, particularly in the context of the Sustainable Development Goals. The International Council of Nurses has been at the forefront of advocating for nurses' roles in global health, highlighting their contributions to policymaking and research and practice. They have been on board. It is why I go after them. They have ruined the nursing profession in America, which is exactly what these American Nurses Association and these unions wanted to do. Ruin it here, then flood the place with mass migration because they serve the enemies at the UN, and that's what they are. They hated Donald Trump because Donald Trump took us out of the World Health Organization, because he knew it wasn't good for health. But those nurses at American Nurses Association at the top and those nurses at the top of National Nurses United said, no, we know better. We know we should have an open border and just flood the United States. They deliberately got on board to disregard national sovereignty. And if it is, I've said it before, if it takes me to my dying day, I will advocate to Donald Trump and everyone in his administration that you investigate every one of those nurses, because they have destroyed the nursing profession in this country, along with the hospital CEOs, because our healthcare system is failing now because of what these people got on board with. But more importantly, these people don't have a right to use the nursing profession to advance their communism. Globalism is communism on a wide scale. And who do they want to be the global government? AI. Global Nursing Leadership, ICN Strategic Policy Leadership Program, focuses on strengthening nurses' political and policy understanding and influence. They have always, all of the, listen to me, any nurses that come across this, all of your associations of medicine and nursing, even the specific ones, like, whether it's, the Psychiatric Association, the PEDS, they have all gotten on board. They have all disregarded national sovereignty. They weren't smart enough to realize that when you disregard individual sovereignty and you disrespect the country you're living in and the values that that country was started on, then it makes you the worst leadership ever. Nursing's expanded role. The International Council of Nurses emphasizes the need for nurses to understand global policies and politics. Why? No, they have gone so beyond their scope of practice, and this is all about controlling people. Nurses that want to control countries, nurses that disrespect the values that your country was founded on, are not nurses that respect or honor health. Thousands of nurses, this next number 2, Global Health Agenda. Thousands of nurses meet regularly at international congresses, sharing ideas and research and contributing to the global health agenda through non-governmental organizations, health services, and universities. That's how they did it. That's why they have so much power right now. There's so many of these non-governmental organizations, health services, especially through the universities and through American Nurses Association. They are a disgrace to the profession of nursing. They shouldn't even call themselves nurses. Federation membership. Over 130 national nursing associations are members of ICN, making them part of a global network of nursing professionals. This membership enables them to participate in International Council of Nurses decision-making processes, share best practices as if they would know, and access resources and expertise. They have used unions. They have used all these. They used global. That's why they created Global Nurses United, National Nurses United, American Nurses Association. They go way back. Nothing but a fraternity of people that are incompetent, and then it all ties to the UN. I mean, I don't know if people can understand. I don't know if this is reaching people, that these people don't have a right. I don't care. They're regular citizens, but they have been used by the government and they have allowed themselves to disrespect our values of national sovereignty. Nobody voted for them. They have placed themselves in some hierarchy position that they will decide what the nursing profession does. And as you can see down here, leadership development. International Council of Nurses offers leadership development programs like the Global Nursing Leadership Institute, which empowers senior nurses to become strategic leaders and advocate for global health agendas. Wouldn't you want to know what global health agendas are? The 17 unsustainable, what they call sustainable, but not. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals. This is the World Health, or this is, the World Health Organization, the United Nations, and the World Economic Forum. How dare any of you people call yourselves nurses? You can think whatever you want of me, but I most certainly wouldn't disregard a country's national sovereignty to get on board with a bunch of communist countries. And exactly what I said down here, number 4, networking and partnerships. International Council of Nurses facilitates connections between national nursing associations like American Nurses Association, enabling them to share knowledge, resources, and expertise. This collaboration can lead to joint projects, advocacy efforts, and policy initiatives, and advance global health agendas. Yes, global health agendas. That's all they care about. These American nurses that are at leadership at American Nurses Association that don't have any sense, don't have any competency at all, decided, no, it's okay for us to disregard America's sovereignty. That's what they have done. Understand that, because that's what they have done. And we have a constitution for a reason that none of these nurses were around when it was created. So how dare any of you in your arrogance and incompetence decide to go along with this, and you use this bullshit that it's about, oh, global health. Hell, you couldn't help health if you tried. Look how badly you've done with it in this country. And you know why it's failed in this country? Because you were too busy focused on a bunch of other countries to get on board with an AI world governance. I swear until my dying day, I will advocate that every single nurse, from the International Nurse Council that was an American, to Global Nurses United that was an American, to American Nurses Association, to National Nurses United, every single one of those American nurses that head up those organizations, even at the state association nurses level, you should all be investigated. You should have thought about a nation's sovereignty and not disrespecting the American Constitution. You should all check yourselves, but you won't. You just continue on because you've been with it since the beginning. They go back decades doing this. the nursing leadership in this country has failed miserably.